This episode is brought to you by Indie Film Hustle TV, the world's first streaming service dedicated to filmmakers, screenwriters, and content creators. Learn more at indiefilmhustle.tv. Now, you also got involved with another little known film as a producer called Good Will Hunting, and that was one of my favorite films of that time period. And how did you get involved with that? And how did you was it Ben that brought you in on that?
So we were on Mallrats. We met Ben, and at that time we were aware of who he was because the whole saga of Good Will Hunting was in the trades, where they had sold, Ben and Matt had sold the script to Castle Rock for a bunch of money. So it's other young guys sell script for a lot of money. And so it was on our radar. And then through Mallrats, we became friends. And my memory is that during that period, we met Matt during a sort of internal screening on Mallrats. But basically what we found out is that Castle Rock was going to put it into turnaround because the guys are attached, but they wanted to attach a director that the guys weren't excited about. So basically there was a big turnaround cost, and they sent us the script and we really loved it. And we had just signed our overall deal at Miramax. And so we sent it to our executive, John Gordon, and we were like, this is fucking great. You guys should make this. You should meet with the guys. There's a turnaround cost, but you guys should act fast and dive all over it. And so it happened really quickly. And that's, our job. We really were just we had just signed a deal. So we became a sort of conduit to get it there, hype it up and get everybody excited. And then it happened really quickly. So by the time Chasing Amy happened, all of that was done. Basically the movie was at Miramax, and they were doing rewrites, and they were also I remember meeting with directors. There was before they wanted Gus to do it because they had met Gus, and Gus wanted to do it, but then it was Michael Mann and a couple other directors.
That would have been Michael Mann's Good Will Hunting would have been a very interesting. There might have been a couple more guns. Just a couple.
There would have been there would just been all guns. But yeah,
there would have been a shootout with Will Hunting, which is that great sequel, Good Will Hunting 2, Hunting Season from Jade Silent Bob Strikes Back. What a great
Michael Mann version in a totally different way. But yeah, it was. And then we, and then once it's in the hands of Gus Van Sant, it's you're sort of just, then you just get to be a fly on the wall. So we were up there a couple times. We were shooting in Toronto, and it was just, it was really interesting. I mean, for me, it was really interesting to watch because you're working so much. You're not on this, you don't go on the sets of other filmmakers. And it's sort of interesting to watch how people act in different ways. He's very quiet and sort of, he's not sort of sitting at the monitor shouting. He sort of directs in this more sort of quiet way. Yeah, I mean, that film was I remember seeing we went into New York to see the director's cut or whatever. And it was it was basically 95% of what the movie ended up being. It was just so, he just knew what he wanted it to be. And it was so specific. And it was just incredible. I remember just being, you had chills. You were just wow.
So good, man. That movie's just so good. To watch the rest of this interview, head over to indiefilmhustle.com.